Hey guys, so today's video is my 2015/2014 kind of sketchbook video. Because the last sketchbook video I did didn't get, many good kind of review things, and no one really watched it. Thanks for that, by the way. I'm only going to be doing this one and then that's it. So yeah, unless if you actually enjoy this, which would be the world to me, then, tell me and I'll make more. So yeah, let's go. This is the oldest one I could find, and this is what I prepared for a college interview, and we'll just jump right in. Okay, so the first thing is this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's basically, this is my wall, what's over there. I designed this because I was going to paint it white and draw all this on it, but I didn't actually end up doing that, so. This is a picture of Link, what I tried to do. It didn't go well. And then there's this elf girl, which you'll find on Facebook. And these are what I did in a school notebook kind of thing. But I just, did my work, so I doodle. Most of these are lyrics, and that's meant to be a doodle of me when I had blonde hair. Cool. Oh, and that says, imagine what the sky would look like if plain trails didn't fade. So I painted it blue and I got a scratchy thing and just, yeah, it's cool. Here's some more kind of like doodle things. I used to be in love with these little like character things. And then, I actually have like a cat that painted onto a canvas, but no one bought it. So. And that used to be what my style looked like. This is a manga kind of anime kind of thing. Yeah, this is when I started getting into it quite a lot. And then I love the idea of like kawaii kind of stuff, so I played around with that. And yeah, I did draw those, by the way, in case you're wondering. Jeez. Once again, these kind of like little character things I used to be obsessed with. And this, that I did myself, but this I kind of like copied off the internet, which is what most of these are. I don't really know where this one came from, to be honest. I never finished it though, because I got too lazy. And once again, there's little character things. You'll see a lot of those in it. And this is a very, my hands look really manly too. Like, it's very kind of like bad kind of anime attempt. Not very good. Oh, and this is Billy Joe. This is when I started getting into realism. I thought it was quite good at the time. Looking back on it, I could have done better, but yeah, I'm sure his shoulders aren't that small. And this is a quote I came up with a few years ago, and I've been using it for a while. I've not been using it recently though, because it's kind of cheesy. The rest of the world is sleeping. No, the rest of the world is sleeping, but I feel like I'm the only one dreaming. So. Yeah, cool. Pikachu. This is actually a page taken out from that red scene kind of sketchbook what I showed you last time. Yeah, that was going to be Christopher Drew, but obviously it failed. Oh, and this was Matt G124 when he had green hair. I like Facebooked him because I thought it was amazing at the time, but I didn't use it, so. You didn't see it, so fuck you. Pink Mustache, I was watching Markiplier at the time, so I did kind of a reverse kind of thing. This is when I started getting into like Nico and Neko things a bit more. Oh, and this is something I printed off the internet, I didn't do this. I know, I used to call myself Cat. But yeah. And I don't know what this one is. If I can get it. Oh yeah, this is just a quote from one of Bring Me's songs. I'm probably going to skip like half of this because we've got a lot to get through. This is when I started trying out paint. This is a Day to Remember kind of from a song. Bless me. 2 sets of lyrics from Black Veil Brides and A Day to Remember. This is a random doodle. And that's it for this one. I drew Harry Potter. That's it for this one. Next we have the screen one, which is labelled spare art and notes. These are just like, I don't know what years these are from, but yeah. This is like the second to all this thing, I think. This is an attempt of more of like a stylized kind of anime, whatever you call it. Bunch of eyes and noses, but I was quite proud of at the time. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah. Alright. Stupid focus. Yep, there you go. Eyes and noses. And then we have this, what I kind of copied the pose from a book, but obviously the blue and red was me. This is a random doodle when I wanted to focus on shading, but obviously I didn't have to do it very well. And this is also from a book. I was practicing more shading. And this is what my little brother did for me. Apparently that's me. Lovely. We have Batman, what my brother did. It wasn't me, it was my little brother. He's 8 now. This is, I have no idea, it's kind of like elf person. Yeah, it's not that bad. I always plan out my room, as you probably could tell from the old video, so yeah. Tried more realism, it didn't go very well. That's actually Ollie Sykes. And then we have Monster Can, because I got like 5 in it. Planning my room again, and then some random bits of paper. I don't think there's anything else in here. Nope, that's it. Okay, this one was a, what's it called? Crawford and Black sketchbook, the A5 version. And obviously I bought a ton of stickers and I filled it with them after I painted it. So I did them on the inside as well. This is 2015. Mickey. Right, this is from the internet actually. The name of the person who it's originally by is on the bottom, if you can actually read that. It's Michael the Pure. I don't know what website it's on, but you can find him. This is the 10th Doctor, obviously, in a Tim Burton kind of style. And I loved it. I fell in love with it, so I had to draw it. Then I did a little like study on Tim Burton. It's me. The dress I saw, what totally failed. No, that's meant to be me when I had like blue and black hair. Sorry, I'm rushing because my camera's about to die. I have a dragon, I'm practicing dragon. And something from a book. It's just when I wanted to try watercolours, obviously I put too much pigment in it. So there's a guy who wanted me to draw him. This was a tattoo kind of design. I did fail a little bit because I put too much blue in it. And that's meant to be me, but like a steampunk kind of version. Then we have this cute little guy. You'll obviously know who that is. And then I did eye practice with brush pens because I just got one and I wasn't very good. They've got boobs and swords and more figure poses. More brush pen kind of studies. What is that? It looks like a moon. And then me and a friend had this like challenge, like who could draw this and better and all that. So I did this. We did wings. Boobs! Oh, sorry if you don't like boobs. It's too late now. Then this is when I started the 30-day drawing challenge for the first time. Obviously this is the old one because I stopped halfway through. Well, halfway. I did it like 5 days. And then I'm restarting it now, and you might see that later if this camera doesn't die. More studies because I didn't like how I drew things. And then I found these eyes and I fell in love with this one. I still do love it, so I did a few sketches with it. Another sketch with it. And then more practicing, more anatomy and that kind of thing. I don't know what that was. And yeah, it's me, the little chibi. And then this was day 2 of the 30-day drawing challenge. I don't know what this was, so I was practicing with pencil, obviously. Day 3, my favourite food is pancakes. With either Nutella or golden syrup. That was actually when I tried golden syrup the first day. I was eating pancakes while I was drawing that. Day 4, favourite place, it's home. Day 5, I drew little Phoebe, my dog. And then I tried to draw Emily from Co-op Pride, but it didn't work. Then I was practicing a new style with those eyes. Day 6, that was meant to be Draco Malfoy. I can never draw him. This is quite bad. It was quite a while ago. Favourite word, bastard. Favourite animated character, that's meant to be Victor Van Dort from Co-op Pride. Favourite TV show, Big Bang Theory. And then this is now stopped. Next we have this one, which is also an A5 size. It's Raymond's own brand. This sketchbook is mainly like, you know, practicing and stuff like that. Oh yeah. This I got from a kind of like Day of the Dead kind of thing people were doing. So I thought I would do this. I did copy most of it from the internet. And then this dragon, oh, I loved this dragon. I still do. It's like one of the best drawings I've ever done. I'm sorry to brag, but I fucking love it. It was all in colour originally, and it was shaped a little bit different, but I did my own take on it. And did it all in pencil instead, because I thought it looked awesome, and it turned out great. I'm really happy with it. It is for sale on my Redbubble store if you're interested. Yeah, more anatomy, boobs and hands and more boobs and horses. I was really proud of this because I've not drawn horses in a long time. We're talking like 7 years. This was also from a tattoo kind of book. I was happy with how that turned out as well because it was originally in colour. Like I said, these are mainly just like practices, and all this crap was when I got my second brush pen, you know, the really big ones like that big. Yeah. I have no idea. Oh yeah, I doodled that on a letter I meant to be sending out. Never filmed it. And these are just like, oh yeah, I drew a fish. Now practicing with drawing things with no black outline. And then I tried to do Where's Wally, but in my own kind of version, but it did not turn out well at all. If it fucking knows. And then this was from the internet. I don't know who drew it. I'm so sorry, but no idea. And like I said, it's just more anatomy. And this is when I got pissed off with anatomy. So I drew a naked lady with boobs and lady parts. And you know, I drew with a thing. I said, "Give up, you're terrible." Blah 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 blah. Then this is when I went to this kind of like, what's it called? Kind of like a playground kind of thing. And so I've got to sit down. I'm getting tired. But yeah, like it was a playground kind of thing. And yeah, I thought I'd draw what's on the menu. So yeah. By the way, I can't see if it's in focus because it's all blurry for me now. So I'm so sorry. And that's it for the video. This is where I did most of my drawings. Okay, I can see now. Cool. So, these are just random bits of paper. This is what I wanted my hair like actually. I still do. But it's never going to get to that. Put them aside. Right, so the first page is me when I had blue and purple hair, not blue and red hair. And so yeah. Oh, Dectober. A nickname someone came up with. And then we have this tattooed lady. I can't remember if I copied this or not. I think I just drew it using references. Then we have this guy from the Gorillas. I don't know which one he is. I don't know the names. Sorry. This is meant to be, what's her name? Lightning, I think it is, from Final Fantasy. I wasn't very good with like faces or anything, so sorry. And then I was planning out what I wanted my hair like. And then this was actually in black and white, but I changed it to have colour. So, and then you can see where all the paw prints from where my little kitten, rest in peace, kind of like, she was laid on it while I was colouring it, and then when she got up and moved, like, she just got paw prints everywhere. It's one of my favourite drawings for that reason though. And then we have this awesome rainbow hair one. If you want me to scan in any of these in and put them on, I don't know, stickers or prints or anything like that, then let me know below. I can do that. Ooh. And then I'm practicing hair, but I didn't like it. That's actually meant to be a guy. And I cannot draw guys to save my life. And then, I don't know what you call this, but I was trying to do that kind of style, but it doesn't work for me. Another very rare full body figure. God. And then this one I was actually quite proud of, because if you looked at the before picture, which obviously I don't have because it's underneath all this, it was just like really shitty eyes and it looked really bad compared to this. And I know boobs aren't perfectly round, but in my world they are. I have gotten better at drawing boobs, because boobs are important. Most of the time I just skip drawing the boobs and do the cleavage. Yeah, more those cat lady kind of things. I think that's it. I don't get very far on my sketchbooks. This one I'm actually really happy with. These are from a while ago. My ex had them, but I took them down because we fell out. So yeah, the first thing I drew in this was, if my camera doesn't die, it was this, what a guy called Callum Steele did. You should check his Tumblr out, it's really cool. I put pen over it instead of pencil. And then we have the halo. Oh, I was so happy when I did this. It's another one what Callum did, but I thought I'd try and mimic it, and not to toot my own horn or anything, but oh, I love how it turned out. It's like the most detailed thing I've ever done that's actually turned out well. I mean, look at it, look how cool that is. Ah, it's cool. I love Halo. And we have Teenage Ninja Turtles. I saw a guy draw this, so I thought I'd draw it, and then my little brother wanted me to draw a ninja, so I drew a Ninja Turtle, because why not? And then I tried to draw Emily again, but it did not work. Oh wow, I forgot I did this. This one is kind of what I wanted my hair to look. Bless me. Sorry, got sniffles. So yeah, I tried to do this, and I don't know. Oh yeah, save an old drawing. I think I found a drawing what looked like this. Oh no, I get it now, This used to be a really shitty sketch and I turned it into a much better kind of drawing. So obviously I saved an old drawing. Yeah. Saw this on the internet, I have no idea who did it once again. I'm sorry, I really have to start remembering. But obviously it's Jack and Sally. So I found it cool. This is also what I wanted my hair like after watching Sweeney Todd. And then, kind of like a munchkin kind of thing, like if you ignore the face, it's not that bad because I was watching a video on like, you know, creases in clothing and all that, and I just got a white pen. So yeah, you can actually feel it, it's quite weird. And then this is Callum, well meant to be. His neck's not that thin, that's just how the hair was when I drew it. Don't look, it's terrible. And I'm practicing more heads and more heads and heads. This is what I want my hair like right now. I want it like that, just put it on my head. No, but yeah, I don't know what went up with the boobs. Get it? Went up. Oh. I think this is where it finishes. Yep, with that a billion more pages to go. That was how trying to draw a guy, but yeah, it never really works out when you draw guys. It's just like in real life, they're awkward. This is more practicing, kind of. We're nearly done, so I hope this camera lasts. I tried to draw Jack again, and with a brush pen it didn't work. And then, if I was to have my hair short, because I have that top and no shoes, then that's what I'd want it like, but I'm not keeping it short. It's gonna grow. And then I tried to do her hands, and it did not work. This one's alright, but like the face is really small and squished, and I don't like it. Oh wow. Okay, this was meant to be Emma Watson, but I did not like. If you ignore that, then the hair's pretty alright. But I didn't draw any guidelines, so a face is meant to like, her eyes are meant to be there, but her eyes are there and everything's all spaced out, so she looks like her face is just floating about. Oh my god, I think that's it for this. Wait, what was that? What was that? Oh. Have a look. This is what I worked in the other day actually. Gui Colours uses this and I just love it. Okay, Mum, if you're watching this, you're not allowed to watch the rest of this, so yeah. It's what her Christmas present is in. Because I've not got a photo frame because, you know, people fuck about with orders. I was trying watercolour again. I didn't put as much paint in the actual brush and stuff, so yeah. And then Kirby Rosan's, he does all like the small little details and these kind of people, and I love his work. I tried to do Captain America, but obviously it didn't work. That's meant to be Snape, and my hand's smudged, so I made it look like someone from The Grudge. See? Practicing brush pens. And this is my mum's Christmas present. I thought I'd show you guys. This, I know it's not the best, but I like it. It's meant to be me, Mum, and my little... Hey guys, sorry about that, my camera kind of died. Oh my god. So, yeah, let's carry on from where we were. What was I on about? Yeah, this is a drawing I'm doing for Mum. It did take a long time for me to charge this, by the way, so if this camera doesn't last, I am selling it. Mum, I hope you're not watching. If so, you've spoiled it. Nah, but she'll love it, I hope. This is when I first got my Copics actually. My very first colour was black, and then my second colour was silk. And they're squeaking a lot now, so I need to refill them. Ooh. So I was practicing skin. The nose looks alright, but the face looks like she's got some sort of disease. This is up for sale on Redbubble if you like the look of it, which would mean a lot to me as a struggling student. Nah, but yeah. I kind of got to grips with the whole skin. Like, I prefer to give them more of a blushed kind of look. Sorry for lighting, by the way, the TV's on. So I wrote down the names if you're interested in what colours I use, because you probably can't see that. So I got hiccups. I used YR0000, YR000, E00, E02, R11 and R20 for the skin on both of these. They're my main like go-to colours for skin now, so I've got an itchy leg. And for the hair on this one I used E00, E21, E33 and E35. I think that's it. Oh, I love the sketchbook though. I would highly recommend getting it. It is an awkward size. It's not A5, it's not A4, it's like 7 by 10. So it's a bit awkward. Yeah. You can't find many frames for them though, so that's the big poo of it all. This beauty is my recent sketchbook. Is this even in focus? I have no idea, that'll do. So, the very first page says December Darnell's probably millionth sketchbook, 2015. I should really start putting the months. And the first one, oh yeah, by the way, this page is like 80 GSM, so it is really thin, so when I do draw on it, I have to get another piece of paper and shove it under so it doesn't print onto the other side. So if you're interested in getting this, I got it from W.H. Smith. I think it's called like Moderno or something like that. Yeah, this is what came on the front of it. It was Moderno. A5 notebook with inside back pocket. 150 plain ivory pages, so they're not pure white, they've got a bit of a yellow tint to them. So yeah, if you're interested, like I say, 80 GSM, that is so thin! Oh, that's why I got the other one to go. Anyway, that aside, this is the first one we came with. I saw this on the internet, so I thought I would copy it. Again, I do that quite a lot, but it's just practice. I'm not making money from it, so it's fine, as long as I don't think it's mine. More anatomy, I got more better, I'd say, with the boobs. Like, they're not perfect circles, they're more pointy and ovally. A gas mask, which is also from the internet. I was into like steampunk or cogs or whatever at the time, obviously, but it didn't go well, so I gave up with it. This is the sticker that's on the front of this, actually. Turned out quite cool. I edited it in Photoshop and put like a circle behind it. But anyway, so if you're interested in that, then that is also on Redbubble. And the stickers are amazing quality. I've taken the sticker off like a billion different surfaces and put it back on a billion times, and it is still really strong and really sticky. That's what she said. So yeah, I didn't use Copics for this one actually because I didn't have it at the time, so I just used coloured pencils. But I used Prismacolor colour erase and also a little mixture of Stadler, I don't know how you say this, Ergo Soft kind of things. I didn't know though that these were watercolour, but I just used them as regular pencils and it's actually quite good. So I would recommend doing that if you're a little bit into both, I guess. They work well as normal pencils. This is the start of Inktober. I only did a few drawings for Inktober because, you know, I'm struggling with the 30-day challenge right now, let alone another one at the same time. This is also on sale for on Redbubble. I did use a reference that looks a lot like this actually on the internet, and if I find the person again I will definitely give credit to their work because they helped me with this and it's just amazing. I loved how it turned out. Theirs were just like normal pencil and I did it in like, I did all my little sketchy things to it and made it look cool. This is Belle. I didn't want to ruin it by colouring it, so I just shaded it with a black pencil, which is actually grey. It's meant to be black, but it's the shittest black pencil ever, as you can tell. But I did the rose. I was actually quite proud of this. It did fuck up, so when I coloured it in I edited the eyes at the same time, so yeah. Tried doing Jack again. And then this one I'm quite proud of. I did use a reference, like an outline for this, and I can't remember who it was by. But I do use a lot of references, but then again, who doesn't? So yeah, this is one of the first ones where I was actually exploring, like putting more dots in the hair and, you know, all these funny shapes around it, and I'm really proud of this because I don't usually use browns, but I will do in future. I know this is really bad, but I felt slightly racist actually, you know, doing just white people, so I tried doing different skin tones, and this is just in pencil. I did not have any Copics for this, but I will improve in the future. I'm sorry if this offended you, that is not my intention, I'm just trying to practice. And then hands, that was meant to be a foot, believe it or not. That was fucking awful. And then this is more of a guy hand, and then this is just a cartoon hand for anybody really, just meh. But yeah, I like that one out of all of these. And then I also used the reference for this one by the same person, as you can probably tell. But I did my little twist on it and coloured it in and all of this lovely stuff. So yeah. If you want, I can try and put this on Redbubble if they let me. It's up to you. I mean, if you like any artwork, just let me know down below and I'll see if I can get it on there for you. This is actually what I wanted to, what I kind of want to look like. I want to get the septum piercing but with a pincher. If you know what that is, it's basically a thing that looks like that. It's like a bullhorn, but like, you know, pointy instead of just the little balls on the end like horseshoe. I want a septum, and I obviously want to stretch my ears even more. And I want to get snake bites, but I've got a tiny mouth, so, you know, yeah, my Copic marker. I don't think that's in focus. It's either that or this camera's quality is getting really shit. So I've had it for 2 years now. This is a doodle. I wanted to do a new logo, like a little channel kind of icon thing, but I gave up with it. And this is meant to be me. This is what I feel like doing most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's fine. I wouldn't want to ruin my shirt. This is meant to be, what's the name? Ariel. I think I called this one Belle when I was showing my mum. That's embarrassing. But yeah, I was in a rush when I was talking. I only had 2 markers at the time. I had black and I had the silk colour, which are my first 2, and I have like 15, it's awesome. But yeah, and I used pencil for most of it. So yeah, it's not the best, I want to redo it. Then I'm practicing doing shoes. I showed mum this and she said, oh, that's really good, and you know, it's quite good, so I don't like drawing shoes. I tried to do this, but I don't know what you call them kind of shoes. Stilettos? Or for boots. I'm not a very girly girl, am I? But yeah, I did like it. That was when I was using a reference, and that one is when I tried doing it without looking at that, and I gave up. There's also one Redbubble. There was this lovely picture of this girl with like half skeleton face, so I used that kind of like to point where the features of the skeleton would go, and I did this and it came out amazing. I think I already mentioned this, but like I use the Pilot colour pencils now. But yeah, like I started using coloured mechanical pencils where the lead is actually the colour of the barrel. And yeah, and I've, instead of like rubbing it out, I just leave it on because I think it looks pretty cool with like the red behind it. I got 8 of those in a set, it was so cool. I tried to do more anatomy, massive boobs. And this one's kind of more risque, but you know, if you're 7 then sorry, kind of ruined your life there. I got 3 colours there, I have 3 markers even, when I started building my collection. And I used them on this, and I love how it turned out. If I didn't have blue hair with red in it, I'd probably have black with red and orange in it. Just saying. And this is something, like, if you ignore the hair, then this is pretty much, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? If I remember, I'll put her name in the description, but she did a video on how to do this, and then she actually took her drawing and did this on herself, and it looks amazing. Debbie Arts, that's it. Debbie Arts did this. So I did it and put stretches in and blue eyes and all this lovely stuff. Does it look cool? Harry Potter, this is another realism kind of thing I was trying to do, and I love how it turned out. I know his eyes are a little bit big, but it can't be perfect, can it? I like it. This is more practicing with like different poses. It's funny because I do poses, yet I stick to the same like forward profile kind of thing. Whoa, TV went red. This is where I'm practicing blending. That one didn't go too well, but I love how this turned out. It reminds me of SpongeBob. This is the horse I did after like years of not drawing a horse. It's cool, like the one I showed you earlier. That was the most recent one, and that was like years ago. But this one, and I actually did colour, and I did a different kind of, you know, pose as to what I'd normally do. So I really liked how this one turned out. This is also on Redbubble. I'm gonna point it out, I don't care. This one took me forever to do. I showed you this one in a previous sketchbook video. But yeah, I did each one of these individually and each little line individually, and went over the hair, and oh, everything took such a long time, but it was worth it. I gave it more of like, I don't know what the word is, more of a detailed kind of look, that's what I'm gonna say. And then I didn't like how I drew noses, so I did a new one and, you know, practiced with the same old eyes. And this is the start of my recent 30-day drawing challenge. Oh, I'm actually gonna finish it. So day 1 was draw yourself, so I drew this, I drew me in my A Day to Remember t-shirt. Then we have this, what I kinda, the pose I took from the internet, but I don't know where all this, God, I smashed the faces, I really don't like this one. Ugh. Yuck. I'm really warm, put my jacket on, hold on. Oh, that's better. So, I was right on my hands. This is day 2. I actually didn't know what I put for the other days, but it turns out they're almost exactly the same. Like for day 2 in my previous attempt at the 30-day challenge, I did a wolf as well. But yeah, it's just simple, nothing too detailed. And then this is when I use my markers, my Copic markers even. My favourite fruit is McDonald's. I spelled that wrong, oh my god, ignore that. I never spell things wrong. But yeah. McDonald's. I didn't know what the cups looked like, so I improvised. I do love the double cheeseburgers though. Whenever I go there though, I have to order it plain because I don't like all the garlic or what, not garlic, the gherkins and all the crap that they ruin it with. I have to have a plain cheeseburger. And this is when I was practicing using like Copics to do a background. And yeah. How much have we got to go through? Cool, not that much. I didn't want to use a black outline, so I wanted to see how it'd look, and it didn't turn out the best. Oh, it's raining again, are you kidding me? Ugh. But yeah, Then I was practicing skin again. I was using Mary Doodles as, I think it's Mary Doodles. No, it weren't Mary Doodles, sorry. This random girl who did a tutorial on how to do skin, so I just wrote down what she said. So yeah. Day 4, favourite place. In someone's arms. I know it's cheesy. That isn't meant to be anyone, that's just a random guy. I am not at all meaning for it to be an actual person. That's meant to be me. But that is not meant to be anyone before anyone comments saying anything. It's just a random person who would, you know, like to be the look of my ideal guy. Obviously with a face. Best friend, this is my cat Blue. Oh, I miss her. Phoebe, obviously, and Mum. I do want to draw Dandy, my other cat, and my little brother there at some point. I don't know when, but I will, because I felt bad. And I was practicing drawing a circle. Day 4, day 6, favourite book. So I've got hiccups. Oh, I'm gonna hiccup. Oh no, I'm not okay. This is a grey book. It is 50 Shades of Grey, obviously, but in Christian's kind of perspective. I have not finished reading it yet, but so far I fucking love it. If it wasn't this, I'd say The Fault in Our Stars. That'd be my favourite book. I read it before any of you fuckers knew about it. I felt awesome, like, hey, I've read that before anyone else did. I think it was like a maximum of 10 people where I live knew what it was. And yeah, felt cool. And that, once again, like I said before, I cannot draw Draco to save my life, even though he's my favourite character. I will get there someday, but I didn't bother inking those because it's just so bad. That's meant to be Harry. Compare that Harry to the Harry I did before. That day was just not my day. This is a favourite film, by the way. Favourite movie, even. Harry Potter, obviously. I have the Elder Wand as a necklace. I wear this all the time and nobody knows what it is. The camera focuses. That's what I mean, it's a shit camera. Yeah, I got the Elder Wand as a necklace. It's actually bigger than I thought. I've got tiny hands, but I thought it was like that big, but it came in the mail, like, whoa. I was scared to wear it at first, but no one noticed that I've got it on. Either that or they think I'm weird for wearing a stick around my neck, but hey ho. That was more practicing, and this was practicing with different, like, kind of angles of Izzy face. She looks more masculine though. I don't like it. And this is the Mary Doodles tutorial I was on about. She was how to draw faces and all this. So yeah, cool. I then applied that to this, and I noticed it's a bit more squished up there than I'd like. It needs to be more down there, like there, but you know, it's fine. This is not meant to be me. Blue is the only colour I have that's not skin tone or black with my markers, so far everyone's got blue hair when I use Copic markers. But luckily people keep requesting for me to, you know, draw them self-portraits, so that's perfectly fine. I was using Mark Crilly's tutorial. I keep calling him Mike. On how to draw hands. I did the, you know, the fist thing and the elegant kind of thing. It didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, but you know. And then that's when I applied it to an actual figure. Of course they have to be naked, because why not? I don't know. But yeah, I applied that to that. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is just more practicing. And then, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Favourite animated character, this turned out way worse than I wanted it to, so I'm going to go back to this later and actually make it look nice. Yeah, Victor from Corpse Bride. Victor Von Dort. Favourite TV show is Big Bang Theory, and I think that's it. I'm not actually that, you know, embarrassed as to how he's turned out. It's meant to be Sheldon, obviously. His skin's more colourful than I wanted it to be, but that's alright. This is his Green Lantern t-shirt. Yeah, cool. Awesome. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it weren't too boring. Wait, what's that? Oh, that's just a piece of paper. I told you I had to put paper underneath it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it wasn't too boring for you, since most of you didn't like that last video, and I do apologise. I've tried to, like, add more tones to my voice, since my voice is always like this and it's all robotic and all at one level, and sometimes it goes up high, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. This is such a mess, I need to paint it. So I'm gonna go and make some food or something. So yeah, bye.